Majama mimi umenibulanda. Huku Huruma kona mambo michacha. Sasa unasikia ni mavijana watu wanasiaka huko na mafedi. Wewe unasikia tio maeria kuna sijui ni mpanasua ama ni moroko fulani mwenyewe kwa hiyo maeria alafu ni kama ufanya gani huwa anapiga bisi fulani hiyo maeria. Ati inasemekana Fedi alikuja akampiga bamba mimi nakwambia. Sasa hiyo area watu wamejaa noma. Sasa tu ni siaka mimi nakwambia kwa hiyo road hapo Huruma kona bulanda.
We've got some breaking news now. Protests have erupted in Huruma immediately after the identity of that woman who was shot dead last night was revealed. Now she's called Sheryl Adhiambo, and by the way, justice to her, because she was just a businesswoman. She was a fishmonger in the area, an innocent one, and there is absolutely no way you can tell us trained personnel would have done what you will call a stray bullet. No, that is not justice. And right now as we speak in Huruma, there is back and forth between the police and the civilians. Please, if you are going towards Huruma or you are around there, take great caution.
Finally, the identity of the girl who was unalived by police officers in Huruma Ngeiwan yesterday evening has been revealed. She is 21-year-old Sheryl Adhiambo, a first-year student at the KMTC, who was helping her mom kuuza fish mazepale Huruma when that tragic incident occurred. Of course, the incident sparked off protests zenye zilienda almost usiku mzima. Shops were looted by goons in gangs, and the situation sai bado iko volatile. But protests nazo as we speak ni kama zimeisha. The residents are calling for justice for
So in the past few hours kumekuwa na protest uko Huruma. Why? So allegedly some police officers shot a young lady by the name Sheryl Adhiambo, a 21-year-old first-year student at the KMTC. Apparently alikuwa anasaidia mama yake kuuza fish and watu wamejam juu story, but unfortunately she wasn't armed, she wasn't powerful, she wasn't a threat. A young Kenyan studying to make her dreams come true and eradicate poverty from her family and make it like any other child in this country. And tomorrow they will come out and issue a cold statement, and police reshuffles will be done. They will promise investigations, and unfortunately Sheryl will not wake up, and her schoolmates will wonder why her desk is cold and empty. Justice for Sheryl.
We start with unfortunate news where tension has gripped Kiamaiko Huruma here in Nairobi following the shooting of a 21-year-old Kenya Medical Training College first-year student Sheryl Adhiambo Saturday evening. Police are currently taking on protesters who want the suspected police officer who opened fire to be arrested. It is reported that the police shot when they were engaging suspected criminals who had been terrorizing the area. During the confusion, gangs rained terror on residents robbing shops Saturday night. Protesters torched 2 PSV matatus. Let's now cross over to NTV's Laban Shaban, who's on ground. Good afternoon, Laban. And what more can you tell us? How is the area right now? Is there any peace at the moment?
Actually, what the pictures you are currently seeing is a manifestation of the tension that has gripped Kiamaiko Huruma in this part of the city. These residents here are protesting the death of a 21-year-old KMTC student, Sheryl Adhiambo, who currently lies at Nairobi Funeral Home, popularly known as, or formerly known as, City Mortuary. We've actually spoken to the mother. The mother could not even try to come to terms to the death of the daughter. Actually, she could not even speak to us for over a minute because she was overwhelmed after losing her daughter on Saturday. We are informed that during that time on Saturday that the police were actually engaging suspected criminals who are suspected of terrorizing the residents of Huruma. And during the melee, that is when fire was opened and the lady was shot. The lady was going about her business. This is what we are told, was going about her business when she met her untimely death. So where we are standing at currently here, the pictures you are seeing here is an engagement between a contingent of police officers that is actually growing, because the protesters, the size of the protesters here is also bulging from all corners. This is an intersection of 3 roads. From all sides, we have protesters standing and throwing stone. And the police are actually responding by lobbing tear gas canisters here. So this is what we know, and we will be here to follow the latest developments. We've also spoken to human rights activists who are decrying that police officers are becoming trigger happy every day. They are saying that IPOA, the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, should move with speed and arrest the officer who has been at the center of this. That is what you're saying from the pictures. That is tension. And this is Kiamaiko, Huruma, Nairobi. I'll stay on this story to bring you up to speed with the latest development. Back to you in studio.
Laban, before I let you go, has any authority spoken to you so far to be able to tell you what is the way forward, especially now with the rise of these criminal gangs in that particular area, causing insecurity, leading to one innocent life to be lost in the scuffle?
We've actually been trying also to reach to the police commander of this area. We've also tried to get into Huruma police station to get what the authorities are doing, because what is reported is that they're dealing with lethal criminals in this part of the city. I think the pandemonium, the commotion that is currently being witnessed here cannot even allow us to speak to them, or they cannot even get some time to speak to us, because the protest here is heating up. I can say it's actually high octane, but I'll be on this, Helen, to see what the authorities are doing to ensure that the people of Kiamaiko, Huruma are living in peace, and they are going about their businesses, and they can walk around their vicinity with hope that they can see tomorrow. So that is what I'll be following from here. Later follow for 9 p.m. bulletin and the 7 p.m. bulletin. Back to you, Aura.
Thank you so much, Shaban, for that report. While you're also on ground covering, may you also keep safe.
Huruma Estate in Nairobi remains tense and disrupted at this hour after protests broke out last evening following the alleged shooting of a girl by a police officer. The incident reportedly occurred as police pursued a suspected thief near her family's fishmonger stall earlier on Saturday, prompting widespread outrage and anger among locals. Protesters blocked major roads, built makeshift barricades and lit bonfires, while several business stalls and parked buses were set ablaze as demonstrators demanded justice and accountability from security agencies. The family of the deceased is now demanding justice, raising questions about the conduct of law enforcement officers.
Na wale ambao tumefika City Mortuary, tumeona kwamba alipigwa risasi ya macho. Imeingia just around this area na imeweza kutoka. According to eyewitnesses, Sheryl was minding her business kwa kibanda, anafanya kazi yake, anaendelea na shughuli yake. Ile altercation ilikuwa huko nje ya polisi na nani, she had no business in it, but still tunaona amepigwa risasi na ameuawa.
Sasa tumechoka na Ruto. Yaani tumechoka. Kama ni Ruto tutaki president wake bana. Hakuna kazi. Yaani tunakula msoto. Tunakula msoto. Sasa kwa nini tuwe na rais kama wewe bana? Mimi nimesema kama hizi salamu zikufikie bwana rais, tumechoka na wewe.